Thanks for tuning in. Playing with a custom built Deception deck here for my first 10 matches of the 24-hour day for your daily play and earn. I think I've got about half of those matches done so far. You can find two of them. You can find two of my matches with this deck I just whipped up on my previous two uploads. If you want to check those out, they're just me playing the match without you having to hear this voice. So I'll go ahead and commentate this match a little bit. I'm definitely no big time player of this game, but I do certainly enjoy the heck out of it. There was a phase of my life I was playing all the time, but I was on crutches and didn't have a choice to be outside. Now that I can be outside, I'm definitely not playing hours and hours of this game every day anymore, but I do love playing this game. This is a free account challenge I'm in here. I do have a few different accounts in the game, actually. From when I was playing a lot, you easily get 10 matches done quickly if you play a lot. FYI. But it's all subjective. It's not just a game because it's play to earn, you know what I mean? You're making crypto money, you're making Gods token, you're earning packs of cards, you're doing things to turn those things into marketplace sellable NFTs. You can go buy NFTs, the cards that are things you play in your deck. The more value you have in the deck, the more bang for your buck you get out of your wins, out of your first 10 for the daily play and earn of Gods. So that's just a quick little paraphrasing here while the match loads. I know most people watching probably kind of know me already if this lands in front of some new folks that are new to the game. If you have any other questions on that kind of stuff, that's cool. I'm guessing more experienced players don't care to watch pretty much rookie try and get back from Astral Meteorite to Twilight Shadow again on a free account challenge. So I'm guessing more experienced players or successful or YouTubers of these niches aren't going to be seeing this video because, you know what I mean, it's going to get like double-digit views maybe in its entire life. So thanks if you are checking it out. Shout out to some of my homies I know probably will be listening to this rant. Miss you guys. I do miss live streaming, and I just don't think it's going to work where I'm currently living until I can afford some upgrades on my equipment, since my main laptop isn't working. Like, unless I can get that thing to work again. But I am going to try either tonight or tomorrow or sometime this weekend. I'm going to try to adjust the charts, stream, and then, like, if I start, like, just fiddle with jumping on the mic and see if, like, even just running just the charts without being on the mic and minimal tabs open can at least run a chart without lag. If I can pull that off, I'm going to start streaming again, but maybe not on the mic, depending if that, like, my mic doesn't actually work on the one laptop, my camera does, but my laptop that the mic works in, the one I'm here recording this video with, does not have a camera. We might be in a little frozen time loophole here. I don't think I really just got that pack. So sometimes they do take a while to load like that. In this case, I think it's more my equipment / internet than the game itself, but it could have been the game itself. I don't really know. Either way, it's going now. Here we go. So what's free play mean? Like I said, you can buy NFTs, you can buy cards, to put in your deck that are going to get you more bang for your buck out of your wins. I have not bought a single thing in this deck or in this account ever, so it's a free account challenge. So any cards that I have, like of Maroon, Meteorite on their border, that's because I forged them in the fuse, thus minting them into an NFT. Anything that's colored on the side of the name of the card is its rarity. Just gray, then blue, then purple, then gold's the top. So, any that are purple, etc., that you don't get right away when you start an account, I've unlocked and built into the deck. I've got a few golds, like here's a gold one. So it's not super playable, it's not super fitting to my playable style, but it's like one of 5 cards of that rarity I've unlocked so far, so I play it. I'm going to pass here, just because I didn't get a great draw, and my 1/1 drop has a roar specialty here of dealing 1 damage to an enemy creature. So I don't want to play that card unless I utilize that, you know what I mean? Like, that's why it's in my deck for the early game play, so I can chip away like 1 health with this, for example, and then take the other health away with my Boy Orfeo or something. My God Power that can deal 1 damage. Each god has 3 options for God Powers, hey? And I am going to use my extra mana down there just to clear 1 of their cards. I know my deck, I might want to put 2 Rapture Dances in it. In the Goddess of Deception, the Rapture Dance is a 6 drop. You can see we're just rounding the 3 drop turn. Like, it costs 3 mana to drop the card. That number up in the corner. Like, this one's purple because it's a Deception card specific. But if they're gray up there, any god can build it into their deck because there's 6 different gods in the game, you see. So this Vault Vagabond, I like this card. I have 2 of them built in. We'll see if that can survive to the next round. What's this thing do? Afterlife. Okay, just an afterlife. So after I kill that card, then my opponent and I both draw a card. Alright. So this will stay hidden for a turn. So they're playing Deception also. It's hidden for a turn. See, that's why it's like that little grayish stuff going over the card. That's showing that it's hidden. The opponent obviously can see it. They're looking at the same board I'm looking at. But they can't like attack it with another creature, like a card of their own. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. My mic actually does work on my other computer, so I can be on camera and mic at the same time, but I don't think that'll work. Because, yeah, there's like a little adjuster for volume on the bottom of this. I thought it wasn't working because I just accidentally had the volume turned all the way down, which I didn't know was a thing you could do. So I'm going to use Orfeo to lick 1 of those off, even though it doesn't give it any damage. Just, really, only thing I could do in that scenario. Playing my Umber would have been pointless there. I'm going to grab this one. That's Favor. That's this little number right here. You get Favor as you play the match and lick points off their god and stuff like that. And then you see it costs like 13 for that thing, 17 for that, 15 for that. The one I just got, the Ruin of Strength, is going to give +2/+2 to a... and Frontline to a friendly creature. What's Frontline? They gotta smack it first. They can't lick your god. They gotta hit the front line. And one thing I do with Orfeo here is hide their front lines if and when necessary. Oh, they must have just played something that had me get dealt a card or 2. So this one here, this one that's, I think legendary is the word for it, but the gold medallion thing on the side of Loki and Disciple. This one, characters damaged by this creature gain sleep. So I'll put one of their creatures to sleep. Like how these are like zzz, they just put these 2 to sleep. So now I can't attack with them this turn. I can play this card and do the same thing to one of theirs. Oh, wait, no. What is it? Characters damaged. Oh, characters damaged by this creature gain sleep. My bad. I misread that. Getting ahead of myself a little bit. I'll play the Rune of Strength over. Never mind. Okay, that was actually a stupid play. But I got the, you know, you're seeing what damage, how those cards can be effective. You can see right here, as my opponent is playing Deception as well, and they just put, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could have taken 7 off of them that they just made me not able to do because they put them to sleep. Oh boy. Definitely an internet issue here. Come on, Sea Shanty. Don't do me like this. Okay, so I don't know what all those cards just came flying in for, but we'll give this guy front line. I can't hit either of their cards because this thing's hidden, and this one has order. Actually, I could kill the card with order, which I'm not probably going to, depending on what it does. Let me read it. After this creature order reaches 0, summon another prisoner escape. Whatever. Who cares? Oh, actually, yeah, that actually is a decent play. I might wipe that card out next turn. The Umbered Arrow I was going to talk about earlier, and as you can see, it's, you know, a time-consuming game, but or time-sensitive. It's time-sensitive, so that's why I'm kind of rushing on my turns. But Umbered Arrow here is going to gain control of an enemy creature with strength 2 or less until the end of turn. So the more you play, the more you learn, you know what I mean? And then, like, there's still, like, all kinds of cards in this game that I haven't unlocked yet or played upper-tier players in competition because I've never got past rank 10. So I've never, you know, seen some of those really, really top dog cards. But when I've been at rank 9 or 10, definitely a lot better cards than anything I got in my deck. And even like once I hit Twilight Shadow on this free play challenge, I start seeing like, okay, a lot of these cards either are bought or this person's been playing the game for a long time, and Twilight Shadow's as good as they are, I guess, you know. So a lot of times my decks are outmanned. In this case, I don't think so on this account. However, they are staging a nice fight here. I should have said staging a fight. That makes it seem fake. But luckily, the Umbered Arrow is going to come through in the clutch here. So it can gain control of something with strength 2. So I'm going to clear a 2/2 and a 5/2 of theirs, you know, without even using a creature of my own. We'll clear this card as well. Just kind of rebalance that board control factor as best possible here. We'll play this 4-drop too. Oops. Forgot to pass turn. Multitasking like a mofo here. 8 a.m. Central Time at the moment. Opening bell for the stock market's in 30 minutes. A Toast of Peace. We'll pull those creatures back in their hand. So now that we're getting like into the 7-8 drop turns, this is a pretty long match. At this point, you're looking at, you know, there's aggro, there's mid, and there's control. Like a control deck is going to have a lot of good, strong cards for this late game play, like 7, 8, 9 drops maybe, which they don't seem to have. It's just too, you know, not great players or too equally matched players kind of duking it out, I think, with kind of equal decks is my best judgment of what's going on so far in this match. But your control players, they're going to have strong late game, and like, you know, at this point, against a good control player, they would have had me beat already, like with some really strong cards with a lot of damage giving power on the board and that kind of stuff, probably. In this case, I'm just going to probably duke it out with his opponent since their cards aren't much better than mine. I gotta say, just because of the amount of cards in hand, I'm giving my opponent the advantage on this one. But I don't think I've ever... Now, see, we're on the 8-drop turn. Now it's going to take 4 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get to the 9-drop. Your first 5 turns go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then for your 6-drop turn, you need turn 6 and 7. And for your 7-drop turn, you need like 6, 7. You know, like 3 turns, and then 4 turns all the way to get up to the 9-drop. And I think they make 9-drop cards. Like, I don't even know if they do, because I'm more aggro to mid, so most of my decks end at like 6 drops. Now, see, they just did something that damaged themselves. Like, that was a poor choice on their part. They were at... And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're about to beat me. I really hope I get dealt the Rapture Dance here. Like, they were at 10, and now they're at 6. Like, they damaged themselves. I don't think that was smart. But if I can't get the Rapture Dance, there's not much I can do. The Rapture Dance would clear their board. It deals damage to the opponent equal to the number of creatures on the board. So it would give all of them 6 damage because they have 6 creatures on the board, so it would clear their board. Instead, they're probably going to win here. That was foolish of me to not lay this front line. This is orange up here because they played a card that made it cost 2 extra to put it back into my deck. It was originally 5, now it's 7. And that was making me kind of not even really pay attention to, you know, examining what the score is, the cards on the board, and realizing that would have been the smartest play there. Now I'm going to watch myself lose. Motherfucking titty suckers. Thanks for tuning in. Can't win them all, they say. Unless you're K.L. Sanderson. Although, I did watch him lose in the best of 3 to make it to the Olympics the year he won the Olympics. I did see him lose a match. Okay, bye.